Hello and welcome to the Action Plan instructional video. I will here briefly go through all the functionality of the app Action Plan. And what we see here is the start screen, and I get 3 plans preloaded here. And you can enter any of these plans by tapping any one of them. On the top bar we got 2 buttons. We got the Edit button, we'll get to that later, and we got the Create New Plan button up there. Down at the bottom bar we got 3 tabs, and that's the Plans tab, that's where we are right now. We got the Archive tab, that's the star, and we got the Settings. But let's start by creating a new plan, and we do that by tapping up here. Now this is where we make our new plan, and we can either enter a title up here, a name for the plan. Let's say Save the World. And if we tap Save up here, then we go straight to that new plan it is created. Or we could create a new plan by loading a preset. And a preset is just a plan that's been created before, that you already filled with tasks that you want to reuse. So let's take a look at that, and we'll save the world another day. Now this is the preset screen. And here we could go back, we got the edit mode, and we got the 3 pre-made plans that come with Action Plan. And tapping any one of these takes you straight to that plan. We also see the number, and that is the number of tasks that are in this plan. And if we go and enter edit mode, we get these little icons here, and we can either move them around, sort of organize this view. We could change the name. We could change that from today to tomorrow, and we can delete like that. But let's jump right into the cleanup plan and take a look at some of its features. Now what we just did is we created a new plan using the cleanup preset, and that created all these tasks for us. These are the task list right here, and we got 6 of them named after rooms that you might have in your house. And inside of each of these are a bunch of child tasks, and you can see the number of child tasks right here by this number. And this box right here is an unchecked checkbox, and this will become checked as soon as all the child tasks inside this task are checked. So let's go inside kitchen and take a look. And here we see we got a bunch of tasks. We can scroll up and down, and we can check these off if we'd like this. We can uncheck them as well. And clean up cabinets here have got 2 child tasks of its own. If we go inside, we see we got inside cabinets and we got cabinet doors. Check one of these off, and we go back using the back button, and we see that this is half checked now, and that means that 1 or more of its child tasks are checked, but not all. That's when you get the half checked sign. So if we go back in here, we could check that one off as well. And instead of going back using the back key, we can go back using the top key, and that takes us all the way back to the root. So right now we see all the root objects, the rooms. Next, let's create a new task by using the plus down here. We could call it do nothing, and we can create a child object of that one. By pressing this once, we activate create child task, and now pressing any one of these will create a child task to that object. So let's create a child one to this one, and we call it take a nap. This enters the do nothing task, and we added take a nap to this one. We could create further tasks, calling it eat a cookie, drink milk. There we go. Now we could check these off, and we could create further child tasks if we'd like, or subtasks. By doing like this, we could say go to bed, and we could brush teeth, and we can break down any task for as many steps as we'd like. And that's really the strength of Action Plan, that you can break down any problem to as many levels as you'd like. So we could call this, just call it 1A, we call this 2A, 3A, and we could add a child to this one, call it 1B, add a child 1C, And this is just to show that you can create subtasks to subtasks, and you could break it down for as many steps as you'd like. Check this off, and that whole chain gets checked off till there. Check these off. Go to bed is finished. Check brush teeth off. Do nothing is finished, and as we can see, do nothing is complete. Edit mode, just like in the presets, we can delete, we can move it around, could delete do nothing if you like, and we can reset. And reset unchecks all tasks. So as we see here in the kitchen, we got a bunch of checked tasks. If we reset it, it removes everything, and it also resets the timer, the startup timer. So that's the list. Let's go over to the graph view. Now the graph view is pretty simple. We have a big graph here. We got the tasks on the y-axis, we got time on the x-axis. The number here indicates the total number of tasks in our plan, and down here we got the current task, the first task on the list. So that's the first one in the kitchen, called tidy up. And once we start checking these off, we will see a graph appearing here, and it will sort of aim for this red ball down here, and that's the goal, that's where we want to go. So if we start checking these off, we will see a line appearing, and the faster we go, we will get a steep line. If we wait a bit, we will get a longer segment, and the estimate here is calculated from the start time to where you are, divided by the number of tasks and so on. It will give you a prediction of when you're estimated to finish. So let's say we clean up really fast, we check these off, rapid succession, dum dum dum, all done. Now from here we could reset the plan. That'll keep the plan, we will just uncheck everything and reset the time. Or we could send it to the archive, we'll see that later. Or we could delete it, then we just throw it away. So let's send it to the archive like this, and that takes us back to the start screen. Now let's take a look at the edit mode up here. We activate it by tapping it, and that shows us these little X's here, and that's a quick way to delete plans. You just tap the X, or you could enter and edit the plan itself by tapping it. And from here we can change the name. We could change this to whatever, and as you see, we just changed the name. And this is also where we can save as presets. So if you made a dynamite plan that you want to save as a preset to use later, you just tap this button right here, saving as a preset. If we go back, we can see that if we go to the load preset screen, it shows up. So we just made our first new preset. Now let's take a look at the archive. That's the star down here. Here we can see all the plans that we sent to the archive, and here I already got astronomy class that I finished, and we got the cleanup that we just did. And let's take a look at that by tapping it. Here we see the plan that we just finished. We see a little bit of information about it, the number of tasks, start date, finish date, total time, and the average time per task. And since we just clicked through this in a rapid way, the average task time is 3 seconds. And we could also copy it back to plans from here, or we could delete it from archive. So let's try and copy the astronomy class back. So to show that off, copying plan, let's go back and take a look. Go to the plans tab, and there we go. The astronomy class is revived from the dead, and it's back in the plan list. Now let's take a look at the settings. There's a few options to the app. Now this is a requested feature. We got the enable landscape mode up here, and what this does, I can't unfortunately show it here on the computer, but when you rotate your device, you will the app will rotate with it, and you will enable the landscape keyboard, which is a great help when you type up the tasks. But it will shrink the app to fit the height of the landscape screen, so it's not optimal, but it's there for when you need to type, so that's useful. You got the reset database button. Here we could reset the plans, we could reset the presets so they are restored to the way it was when the app is new. You got the rate in App Store button. It takes you to the page of Action Plan in the App Store. So please rate and leave a review. And we got a link to my other app, Meal Surprise. So that's it. Thanks for taking an interest in Action Plan, and thanks for watching, and drive safely.